Andrew Benintendi and David Price made fireworks of their own in Texas as the Red Sox steamrolled over the Rangers on the 4th of July 11-4. Welcome into the Red Sox post-game recap, and happy 4th of July to everyone out there. This is Lauren Campbell reporting for CLNS, leading online provider for audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. So I think there's this theme going on here at CLNS. When a player gets bashed, they start to perform better. We had a roundtable last week that, kind of bashed on Hanley and how he needs to play better and how he's not really performing well this season. We rip on Price on Red Sox Beat. We kind of had a conversation about him on last night's show, and he pitched very well tonight. Hanley's obviously been doing better. Price had 9 strikeouts tonight after being taken out in the 7th with an apparent injury of some sort to his pitching hand, but we can get into that a little bit later because right now we're going to talk about this game and just how good this team's been playing. Yu Darvish was on the mound for Texas, and only Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts, and Jackie Bradley Jr. had faced him coming into tonight's game. But it most certainly didn't seem that way because Hanley Ramirez doubled in the second to be pushed across the plate by Andrew Benintendi before he scored a run himself later in that inning for a 2-0 lead. Who knew how big Benintendi would come to be in this game? They added 2 more runs in the 4th, another one thanks to Benintendi getting on base after he doubled to right. And then again, Benintendi flashed the leather to end the 4th inning when old friend Mike Napoli hit a fly ball to deep left. That looked as if it could easily have been a double, but the young stud jumped up and into the wall to rob Napoli of a hit. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to check it out. Check out my Twitter, I tweeted it out earlier. It's something you're going to want to watch on a loop, just over and over again. This kid is such a stud, he's such a real deal. I can't stop talking about him, he's just so good, especially in this game. Boston was up 4-0 in the 5th, and Mitch Moreland and Ramirez each singled before, you guessed it, Benintendi continued his career night with a 3-run blast to right to break open this game 7-0. And the Sox kept adding to their lead and did it on the back of none other than the young stud himself, Benintendi, who singled to score Moreland and to push across his 6th run of the game, and Boston was now up by 8. And let's just keep going with the theme of scoring here. Boston added another run in the 7th to go up by 9, but that just wasn't enough for them. Or for Benintendi in particular, because in the 8th, he was at bat and was just a triple shy of the cycle, but he decided to just go yard for the 2nd time in the game and to give the Red Sox a double-digit lead. But JBJ wanted in on that home run fun and went back-to-back with his outfielder with a solo home run of his own, and it was now 11-0. Napoli got the Rangers on the board in the 8th with a 3-run home run that Benintendi could not rob him of, and Texas cut their deficit to 8. They added 1 more run in the 9th on a home run, but that would be all they'd push across the plate as the Red Sox collected their 6th win in a row, good for their 49th win of the season. First place looks really good on this team right now. Your fun fact of the game before I get into the MVP, Boston has scored 63 runs over their last 8 games. The offense is clicking, the pitching is clicking, everything is clicking for this team, and they have been so fun to watch, especially over these last 8 games. Your game MVP, I think I've said his name a million times already in this recap, is obviously Andrew Benintendi. He's the first Red Sox rookie with 2 5-hit games in a season, went 5 for 5 obviously, 2 home runs, 6 RBI, and scored 4 runs of his own. There's a reason he's ranked #1 prospect in all of baseball, not just for the Red Sox. You watch this guy, he's got the plate patience of a saint. There's pitches I wonder why he doesn't swing at, and then he goes and has a night like this. This is exactly the kind of player that people should just admire and people should want to be like. He's so good in the field. He's so good at the plate. Yes, he had a little slump in the middle of the year, but that comes with being 22 years old. We have to remember he's still a kid, he's still young, and he's still learning, and he's still this good. There's only going to be amazing things for this kid, and he's going to do great things for this team. He's already doing it. I could go on and on about this kid, but I won't. But I will give an honorable mention to David Price as well. He pitched very well tonight. He had 9 strikeouts. He looked very comfortable on the mound. He had that control, but he was taken out in the 7th. Looked more for a precautionary reason more than anything. He threw a pitch, looked down in his hand, and John Farrell came out with the trainer and took him out. Could be the cracked fingernail, could be the blister. We're not really sure. But I'm not going to hate on the guy tonight because he pitched very well. The Red Sox look to sweep the series on Wednesday night when they send Doug Fister to the mound to oppose Andrew Cashner. First pitch is set for 8:05, and make sure you check back here for your pregame notes and a full game recap from Alex Barth. This has been Lauren Campbell for CLNS.